Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please check it. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Thank you. All right. Good evening, guys. And check it what we completed there in the last session. What topic here we understand there. 1 minute. I think so. We are discussing about the differences between Java and others. Almost all we completed. How many points we completed there? Nearly 6 points we completed. What are the 6 points here we understand up to now? Guys, now tell me what are the 6 points here we understand there? C and C++ are static programming languages, but Java is what? Dynamic programming language. Nice. Next one is preprocessor is required in C and C++, but preprocessor is not required in Java. Then what next one? C and C++ are what? Platform dependent programming languages, but Java is what? Platform independent programming language. Next one after that. Pointers are existed in C and C++, but pointers are not existed in Java. Next one. Multiple inheritance is not possible in Java and it is possible in C++ and Python. Then what next one? Destructors. Destructors are possible or existed in C++, but destructors are not required in Java. Right, sir? Then what next one after that? Operator overloading is not possible in Java. It may be possible in the case of other programming languages like C++ and Python. Right, sir. Then seventh point is the today's topic only. If you observe the last class content, what I given there, simple. Here we have to understand clearly operator overloading related point if you observe this. Now I started this total discussion right from object-oriented programming languages onward. If any programming language allows to represent data in the form of objects, then that programming language is called as an object-oriented programming language. To represent data in the form of objects, we have to follow features. What features can we have to follow? There no object-oriented features. How many number of object-oriented features are available? 7. What are the 7 number of object-oriented features here? Class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. All right, sir. Message passing. Next one is now we required polymorphism. What is polymorphism here? It is a Greek word where poly means many and morphism means structures or forms. If one thing is existed in more than one form, then it is called as polymorphism. What is the main advantage of polymorphism here? No flexibility. How many types of polymorphisms are available? Two types. What are the two types of polymorphisms now? Static polymorphism and dynamic polymorphism. If the polymorphism exists at a compilation time, then it is called as static polymorphism. What is an example for it now? Overloading. If the polymorphism exists at a runtime, then that polymorphism is called as dynamic polymorphism. What is that? What is that example for dynamic polymorphism? Overriding. Right, so there are two types of overloadings. What are the two types of overloadings? No, method overloading. Then what next one here? Operator overloading. If we declare more than one method with the same name and with a different parameter list, then it is called as method overloading. Some examples I have given there. Just leave this one. Next one, Java does support method overloading where we are not getting any confusion. But if we define more than one operation or functionality for any single operator, then it is called as what there? Operator overloading. Example for operator overloading I have given, and I is equal to 10 and j is equal to 20 into k is equal to I plus j. Here plus is for arithmetic addition. Sysnut outed bundle of k, 30 we are getting there. String str1 is equal to abc, string str2 is equal to def, string str3 is equal to str1 plus str2. Here plus is for what they know, string of concatenation. Sysnut outed bundle of str3, then here that output is what there, abcdef that we are getting. So here the point is what there, operator is single, but two different functionalities are available. One is arithmetic addition, another one is what there, string of concatenation. That's why here we are saying plus is what they know, overloaded operator. Java does not support operator overloading. Why? Because operator overloading is a rarely used feature in application development. Its requirement is very less in application development, and it is a bit confusion oriented feature when we define more number of operators with more number of functionalities. Right, sir. Then one note here we understood there clearly. What was that note here I provided there? As per the Java internal requirement, Java made some of the predefined operators as overloaded operators with a fixed functionalities. But Java has not provided any environment to define operator overloading explicitly at a developer's level. Right, sir. Now these are the points here we understood there. Next, our required point is like what there. C and C++ are following call by value and call by reference parameter passing mechanism, whereas Java is following only call by value parameter passing mechanism. Point is very simple. Now try to understand it clearly. All right, sir. Before understanding whether C, C++, and Java are following call by value or call by reference. Before understanding that, first we have to understand what is call by value and what is call by reference. What exactly the meaning of call by value, what is the meaning of call by reference? Here we have to understand these points. All right, sir, understand it clearly. In all programming languages like C, C++, Java, in all programming languages, we are going to write functions. In C and C++, we can say functions. In the case of Java, we are able to say methods. In Java, the terminology is what their methods. In C and C++, it is what their functions. Good. Listen, the point here, what I am telling to you, clear-cut information there. All of you, observe carefully. Here the point is, in all the programming languages, guys, observe carefully, in all the programming languages, if we pass in all the programming languages, if we pass primitive data, what's the data there? No, primitive data. Can you tell me what are these primitive data actually? Byte, short, int, long, float, double. Then after this, what next one? Double. Next one is a boolean. Then after that, char. These are like what their primitive data. In all the programming languages, if we pass primitive data as a parameters to the methods. In case of C and C++, functions. Parameters to the methods, or in case of C and C++, it is what their functions. Parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism. Then the parameter passing mechanism is called as, then the parameter passing mechanism is call by value parameter passing mechanism. That's it. Simple point here. What I'm telling there. What exactly the point here I'm telling to you. Now try to understand it clearly. What is the first point here I'm telling there? In all the programming languages, in all the programming languages, if we pass primitive data as a parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is called by value parameter passing mechanism, including C, C++, Java, whatever it may be. In all the programming languages, if you pass directly primitive data as a parameters, then the parameter passing mechanism is called by value parameter passing mechanism. Got it clearly? It's more internal is not required. This is sufficient. I'm able to give my conclusion with this level only. But if we are able to talk more about call by value, some examples we can take there. They are up to the C and C++. Leave it. Next one is after that, what is this call by value, call by reference parameter passing mechanism? Observe carefully. In any programming language, in all the programming languages, whatever it may be, in any programming language, if we pass in any programming language, if we pass address locations as parameters to the methods, not a primitive data, not a byte data, not short data, not into data, not all primitive data. Directly I'm telling there, in any programming language, if we pass address locations as a parameters to the methods, only what there address locations as parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism, then the parameter passing mechanism is what that one call by reference, call by reference, call by reference parameter passing mechanism. That's okay, fine. This is the basic definitions for what there call by value and call by reference. Tell me guys, all of you know, tell me what is call by value and what is call by reference, Kerno? If we pass primitive data as a parameter to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is what? Call by value. But if we pass any address locations as parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is what there? Call by reference. They're the points here we have to understand. All right, now let's understand the point here clearly. Observe carefully. I'm going to give one conclusion here. If we observe this in C and C++ applications, in C and C++ applications, observe carefully. If we pass pointer variables as parameters to the methods, in C and C++ applications, if we pass pointer variables as parameters to the methods, pointer variables as parameters to the methods, not the normal variables, pointer variables to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism, is what's that one here no called by a reference. We can say like this is what they know call by reference. How sir? How can you say it's a call by reference? No. How can you say call by reference? Can no. What is a call by reference actually? In any programming language, if you pass what there address locations as parameters to the methods. Now here what I'm telling there in C and C++, no, if we pass pointer variables as parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is what there called by reference. Why? Because reason is what there in C and C++, in C and C++ applications, pointer variables are able to represent address locations. Am I right or not? Pointer variables are able to store what they know address locations. Answer my point clearly. In the C and C++ applications, pointer variables are able to represent address locations. That's it. Now this is what exactly the point I'm telling there. Because of that reason, call by reference is possible in the case of C and C++. Now come to the Java. In Java applications, observe carefully. In Java applications, if we pass, now tell me in C and C++, pointer variable is available. What is the equivalent concept in the case of the Java? What is the equivalent part in the case of the Java? Pointers are available in C and C++. Similar variable in the case of Java is what there? Reference variable. Am I right or not? Reference variable. So here the conclusion here, what I am telling to you, in Java applications, if you pass a reference variable as a parameter to the methods, reference variables as parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is what here no call by value only, not call by reference, not call by reference. Why? Because you know already one point here in the differences between pointer variables and reference variables I given one point. What was that point here I given there? No, pointers are able to store address locations directly, whereas reference variables are able to store reference values of the objects. Reference variables are able to store what they know? Reference values of the object. What is reference value of the object actually? Reference value of the object is hexadecimal form of the hash code. Reference value of the object is what there? Hexadecimal form of hash code. Then what is this hash code actually? Hash code is an unique identity provided by heap manager to each and every object in the form of an integer value. So hash code value is what there? An integer value. Hash code value is what there? An integer value. Understand my point here? Not address location here. No. So reference value is what there? Hexadecimal form of hash code. So reference value is stored in a variable. That is what there? Reference variable. So reference variable is not representing any address location. But whereas pointer variable is representing address location directly or not? Right, sir. Because of that reason here, what I am giving clarity to you, right? In Java applications, if you pass reference variables as parameters to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is call by value only, not call by reference. Why? Because in Java applications, reference variables are able to store object reference values, are able to store what their object reference values, not address locations, where object reference value is hexadecimal form of hash code. Where what I'm telling there, where object reference value is a hexadecimal form of hash code, hexadecimal form of hash code, where hash code is what there, where hash code is an unique identity, where hash code is what there, unique identity. Understand my point here? Where hash code is what there is a unique identity provided to the each and every object in the form of an integer value. In the form of what they know? An integer value here. Observe carefully. In the form of an integer value. So because of this reason, now hash code is not address location, reference value is not address location. So if you pass a reference variable as parameter to the methods, there we are not going to get any call by reference parameter passing mechanism. There we are able to get what they know? Call by value parameter passing mechanism. Right, up to this level is sufficient. But I can talk more than this internally, not necessary now, as of now. But to complete a point, to understand the difference between Java and others, this point is more than sufficient for us. Yes, sir, all of you are getting clarity on these points, you know. Finally, only one point I'm telling there. Call by value is common in all the programming languages. Call by value is very common in all the programming languages. But only the point is what there, call by reference. Call by reference is possible in the case of C and C++, but it is not possible in the case of what there, Java. Then why it is possible in C, C++, why it is not possible in Java? If you observe the point here, answer is very clear. In the case of C and C++, pointer variables are available. Pointer variables are able to store address location directly. If you pass pointer variable as parameter to the methods, then the parameter passing mechanism is what they call by reference. That is possible in the case of C and C++. But in the case of Java, what happened there? No, pointer variables concept is not available. In place of the reference variables are available. Even though if we pass reference variable as parameter to the methods, still it is not called by reference parameter passing mechanism. Why? Because object reference variable is able to store reference value of the object, not address location. Here, what is reference value of the object? No, reference value is a hexadecimal form of a hash code. What is this hash code actually? Hash code is an integer value provided by heap manager for each and every object as a unique identity. Heap manager has provided an integer value for each and every object as a unique identity. That unique identity integer value is called as what they know? Hash code of the object. That hash code is not address location. Reference value is not address location. Reference variable is not having any address location. So because of that reason, we can conclude that we can understand it clearly. In the case of Java, call by reference is not available. In the case of Java, only call by value is existed. This is what exactly the point here we have to understand about this particular one, guys. Right, sir. Now, overall, up to now, how many things here we completed, guys? No, 7 only, right? 7 or 8? I think so. This is 8th one, right? Right, 1 minute. Right. So only one difference is remaining here. Then if I complete it, then I'll move on to the next part. But try to understand. This is very, very important. I'm telling to you, the 9th one. When I completed my BTech, first time I came to Hyderabad for an interview. In that interview, I faced my very first question in the interview, the same question. Next point, whatever the point I'm going to give there, that point exactly. Really, at my time might be software industry is in very good bomb, very good form. Then by the time just I completed my BTech before MTech, I completed my BTech, just came to Hyderabad with some reference. Somebody else has given some reference there. Then I went to the company. In that company, directly they brought me to the interview without having any written test. Directly I went for interview. In that interview, directly that interviewer has asked the question like what there, the same, whatever the next point I'm telling there, the same question he asked there. Just at the time of completing BTech, what is the situation there? You know already. Yes, anyway, it may be useful for you. 1 minute. I want to take your time. When I completed my BTech, I went to my hometown. As usual, what parents are thinking about it, no? Definitely BTech is completed, then definitely he has to settle in his life, right? Then immediately my parents, but they're not aware about all these things, no. They are not educated basically. So they knows about their agriculture and all, but they are putting some money to go for study. That I completed. My meanwhile my brother is already then he's doing MTech actually, right? But myself is a vacant by the time. Then my parents said to me, then try to go for a job like this. That discussions are going on. All of a sudden, my father and myself went to do a marriage at Vijayawada. For a marriage occasion, we went there. Some relatives' marriage. We went there where some other long relation, another relative met us. Then he came to us and just he introduced himself. My father has recognized him. Then immediately he asked about me. Then who is this person there? My father said to him, he is my son. Okay. Then immediately, what is the next question there? Guess it, no? What you are doing at present? What are you doing now? That's the next question. As usual, he asked her there. What is our response there? As usual, just I completed BTech. So what? You completed BTech, but why you are not working there? He asked it to me. Then so far I didn't have any job there. By the time real I feel shy in front of me. That's the first time I felt very shy in front of a person. Okay, then definitely by the time I thought of it, definitely we need to get a job. Otherwise, people will not recognize us. Then by the time, then what he said to me, as one of my friends' company is there in Hyderabad, I will give his contact to you. Then go there and try to talk with them. Then definitely they will provide some opportunity. Then immediately he has given his visiting card. His friend's visiting card he has given there. Okay, fine. Then what happened there? I immediately next day I came to Hyderabad. I thought of it. Not a friend actually, is the company CEO actually. I think he said to me, then go and talk with the people there. They will give opportunity like that. He's a company CEO. By the time I understood that he's a CEO of that company, So I thought of it, my job is confirmed. Yes, he was given reference now. Then who will stop me? No, I thought like that. Definitely, I'm able to get job. Then I have my job is confirmed there in the company. The company name is a Symphony Systems at Hyderabad Rajbhavan Road, the location. They given that information. Then I went there. Then I came to Hyderabad. Then what he said to me, just casually go and meet with a person. Then his name is some name he has said there. Meet with a person. I think so. Is a Mohan Rao is a name. Then as usual, I came to Hyderabad and I talked with my brother. Already he's doing MTech here. Then I went to the location where uh, front office receptionist and she is there. Then I went to her. How I went there, just he said to me, it's not like any interview or all. Just casually go there and talk with them. They will give process with a normal shirt and a pant with rubber chappals. I went to the company. It's the first time. Just BTech is completed. Even our BTech also, the company in the sense, then we are going to see in a mirror. It's a big deal. Then I went there. Then that receptionist, she looked at top to bottom. She said to me, really want to meet with this particular person. Yeah, I want to meet with him. Why? Because he has given reference there. No. Do you know who is this person there? By the time I didn't aware about it exactly. Not complete information, but is a CEO of this organization that I know. That CEO information also I'm not aware. But some reference is there. My job is confirmed like that. I behaved like that. Then she said to me, is a owner of this company. Really want to meet with him. Why not? This is a visiting card. Then by the time she made call to somebody else there, then that person, that CEO had discussion with me. Yes, wait 5 minutes of time in the front office and our person will come to you. I said, I thought of it. Company CEO has given that reference there. One person will come to me. He will talk about my salary and joining it and everything. I thought like that. Then after half an hour, one person came to me. Then he asked me, who is Nagoor? Myself is Nagoor. Along with me, 3 to 4 members are there. But for what purpose they came there, I don't know. Okay. Then he called me. Then I went inside there. Then we went to one cabin where only we are the 2 persons, a round table, where a pack of biscuits and water bottle and coffee. He asked me, you want to take coffee or tea like that? No, thanks. Then biscuits, okay, fine. Going on. Then after a few minutes of time, casual information he had discussed with me. Then after that, he asked me, then give your resume. Why resume? Why he's asking resume? No, even I don't know how to prepare that resume by the time. Okay, then by the time when he asked resume, by the time I got clarity. Okay, some sketch is going on me now today. Then they have not given any information. Now they are saying to me, then give resume. Means that definitely they are conducting one interview for me. So I have to check I have to prove myself. Then by the time I understood that, as much as possible, as early as possible, I have to skip from this situation. Why? Because then directly they are sitting in front of me. They are trying to ask some questions to me. How I'm going to face that? Is it possible? Not possible. Even my mind is not prepared that. What I thought of that, maybe he is going to talk about salaries and all these things. As a company CEO will talk about it, right? Okay, fine. Now, then by the time I understood that they are asking about resume, I understood that definitely some interview is going to kind of process is going on here. I want to skip from it. Then I said to him, okay, then if you give 2 minutes of time to me, I'll go outside in the internet center. I'll download my resume. I'll come back and I'll give that. My thinking is what there. If he allow me, I'll go outside, but I don't want to come back. If I come back with resume, then definitely he's going to give left and right. I'm very much sure about it. Moreover, our study at BTech is a totally different. Okay, that's the situation. Then what happened then after that? But what said me, hey, don't worry for it. No need to go outside there. There's a software company here. Internet connections are available. Come along with me. No. Then we went to one cabin, then another cabin where might be printer and what next one system. That setup is very good. Then he said to me, just enter your mail ID, then download that one. I downloaded that. Might be just he taken my resume. Again, we came back to the same location. Is in my resume. First question, what he asked there? Nagoor, you specified these many technologies in our resume. Are you sure really about all these technologies? No. Then I'm thinking about it. If I say yes, what will happen? If I say no, what will happen? I thought of it. If I say no, in my BTech might be, unfortunately, one company visited. That is a BPO company in my BTech college. No, By the time we had some discussion. What was the discussion there? In interview hall, interviewers will ask intentionally some confusion oriented questions. No, even though we are giving right answers, but to check our confidence, they are going to ask again and again, are you sure? Are you sure? Like that questions there. But you should not lose your tempo. You have to say, you have to stay on your word only. That kind of flashback I got there. Okay, fine. The same syncing is going on there. Then he asked to me, what he asked there. Then these many technologies you specified there. Are you okay with all the technologies now? I said to him, yes, comfortably, no problem there. And then after that, Nagur, I'm asking to you, Java is a technology I required now. In a scale of 1 to 10, what is your rating in Java? He asked there. Then I said to him, 9. Why? Because I already learned Java, right, in college there, BTech. In the third year BTech or fourth year BTech, I completed my Java there, right? That I know only JA, VA, that's it. Okay, okay, Nago, that's fine. Then I'm asking one question to try to answer for it. First question, how many number of bytes for integer in Java? That's the question there. Direct, without having any second thought, I give you an answer is 2 bytes of memory. Now he asked to me, Nagur, are you sure about this answer there? Again, my flashback was rewinded there. Yeah, definitely sure. But actually in Java, how many bytes of memory for integer? No, 4 bytes of memory, not 2 bytes of memory. 2 to 3 times he asked there. 2 to 3 times I said to him, yes, myself is right. Then he has given a small smile in front of me. By seeing that smile, what I understand there, might be my answer is right. That's why he is smiling, no? Okay, good. Okay, now good. Java interview is sufficient there. Then I want to go for, might be your technologies, like that he asked now. Okay, he said to me Java interview is sufficient in this sense. What I thought there, not required to check entire technology. One question is sufficient for me to select. Already that CY has given reference, right? Okay, fine, completed. Next one is what they tell me something about HTML. HTML, hypertext markup language. That's it. Tell me something about it. HTML in the sense hypertext markup language only. Apart from something else now. Hypertext markup language only. Okay, Nagar, then our interview is completed there. Just wait outside. My HR will talk with you. HR in the sense, by the time I understood my technical, I'm very good. So HR will come to me, then definitely we'll talk about our formalities there now. Okay. After half an hour, one person came to me directly. He said to me, you had already our CEO number. Today night at 8:30, have a call to him. They will talk with you. They didn't decide anything. This information they said. Now, the moment when I came out from that company, I'm eagerly waiting for the 8 o'clock. My there also be my mindset is what there, how much salary is going to fix, that I want to know by the time also. But I'm not understanding what happened there. Everybody understood that. Everybody is looking serious on my face now, but I didn't understand that. Even the front office receptionist is available now after completion of the total process, and she looked seriously on me. She asked me what happened in the interview. I will complete that interview now. Yes, I said okay, then everything is okay. By 8 o'clock, I made a call to him. Then he said to me, "That's okay, Nago. Your interview was very good, and you had very good technical skills. But unfortunately, your technical skills are not matched with our requirement at present. Understand in how much convinced way he has given information there. Your technical skills are not matched with my actual requirements. Please try to prepare something else apart from this in institutes or maybe somewhere else. No, then after that, after 6 months after, again come in touch with me. I'll provide one more time interview for you. By the time I understood clearly, okay, I was not good. I was not sufficient for their company there. So by the time I have to improve myself. Meanwhile, I went for some gate exams after the BTech. Already I wrote that gate exam. That results came. Then after that, I went for some MTech in a JNT University. I went for MTech there. Then in the JNT campus, it's okay. Almost all 3 companies were selected there. Finally, I went for HCL Technologies Chennai. There I worked there. Again, I come back and we started this organization. Right, sir. That's okay. Then what I am telling to you in this scenario, only one point. Definitely, as you are the student, as you are going for interview, you should take care about your answers. You must be thorough with your technology. With the light knowledge, if you go to an interview, maybe you may manage that interview, but after joining with the company, you're unable to do anything. And especially at present in outside, some kind of what I'm telling there, I'm unable to say, I'm not supposed to say all these points, no, but still I'm telling to you, In outside, especially after the pandemic, in outside, the training department is going on in a bad direction. Really, I'm telling there, in a bad direction, the training things are going on there. It's not like any self-hosting kind of things, no. Reality, I'm telling there. The first word, what I don't like, job guarantee programs. 3 months of time, 4 months of time, within 5 months of time, the total technology we want to complete immediately. We want to provide a job. 2 minutes of time, sir. Reality, I'm telling there. You're taking good step by joining at Durgasoft. I can give that information also there later on. Just think of it. Within 3 months of time, how technologies are going to be completed there. I have to complete even core Java tightly within 3 months of time. Tightly, I have to complete it with the content. Then how it is possible? How it is possible to complete up to web services? There we have taken the time 7 to 8 months of time to complete that web service, but within 3 months of time, how it is possible? Parallelly, 4 courses, if you understand that, then only full stack Java is going to be completed. Up to 7 months of time, it is going to be take. Parallelly, 4 courses if we take. Now, it is possible. That's one thing. Then, meanwhile, what people are doing there, what the training departments, trainings are going on there, they are going to give a set of interview questions for the people, and they're making all students to mugify. That means to buttify all the interview questions. With that interview question, they send students to the companies now. In that companies, what happened? Company recruitments, then what happened there? Then if the interviewers are asking the questions, only same questions, no, it's okay. They're going to be selected. If the interviewers are giving some kind of like what there, twisted questions, no, they're unable to give answers. Point number one. Secondary, the training institutes are managing that interviewers now. Those who are coming to their company, their institutes. Whatever the interview questions they have given to the students, no, same question they are giving to the interviewer. Then interviewer asking the question. That's okay. They are able to manage that interviews. Then what next? They may be selected. They went to the companies there. Inside the companies, how many months of time they are surviving there? In a company, the training department is available. Corporate training is going on there. It's not like institutes training now. 2 days complete core Java, 2 days advanced Java, 2 days Hibernate. Within a week of time, the total full stack they are going to complete, where the student is able to improve himself. Anyway, time is available. That's why I'm telling you now. 1 minute of time. Then by the time, then what happened there? Student is not having confidence on their subject. Without having confidence on their subject, they may go for interviews. They may fail in that interviews max. Fortunately, if they selected in the companies also, maximum 3 to 4 months of time only they are able to survive. Within the 3 to 4 months of time, if they are good, if they are doing some hard work, if they are getting something, it's okay. But max 70 to 75% of the people are revert back from the companies to the same institute again. I had number of cases like this. This is what exactly the training system which is going on in outside. But I'm not believing in that job guarantee programs kind of things. So what I believe there, if I give proper training to the students without having any recommendations and without having any references, students can get job in the companies. The walk-ins are going on definitely. Maybe this season is somewhat dull season. Might be somewhat dull season. This is up to February first week. Now the season is totally down in the software industry. Recruitments and all these things are very much slow. Again, February mid onwards, again that moment will come. Again, we are going to be get selected in the number of companies there. That's what I'm telling you here. Meanwhile, try to complete your work, try to improve our skill set. Then we are able to get jobs there. But up to February mid, some kind of dry season is going to be happen. So we should be ready meanwhile. Understand it? What I'm telling you. Okay, fine. Leave it. Then what my beliefness here, I said to you number of times, even in the demo class also I said to you, if you want to get a job in any company, 70% of the work you have to do, 70% of the hard work you have to do. Institutes and trainers participation is only 30%. If you're coming inside the class, if you're sitting in front of me, I can check whether you're understanding or not. It's a matter of 1.5 hour per day. The remaining time, what you are doing, how I can recognize it. I can give guidelines to you. Try to do this work. Try to do this kind of hard work. It's okay. But how I can recognize it? Okay. Moreover, how can I recognize whether you are studying or not, whether you had the information or not? Simple thing. On the base of your 70% of the work, how I can give guarantee? Morning 7 to night 9, if you're sitting in front of me, it's okay. Then I can give guarantee. I can give some kind of schedule. I can do that. But where is that possibility? That's why what I'm telling there, what I believe there, instead of giving interview question set, instead of manipulating the subject there, if I give real subject to the students, definitely they will learn. They will realize maybe tomorrow or day of tomorrow, next day, definitely they will realize and they will study. If they study, definitely they will get job. That's why in my classes, 75 to 80% is the success rate. 75 to 80% success rate. For every 100 members, 80 members are going to get job. But in which way they are able to get the job? No, after completion of the proper training, when they go for interviews there, then definitely they are able to get it. Understand, guys, what I'm telling there? So that is the feedback what we are having previously. The same thing I'm believing. Previously I took the class. At present also I'm taking the class. The same thing I'm believing now. So to all of you, I'm telling there, don't bend for the job guarantee programs or backdoor programs and all. I think you're not aware about it. And yesterday night onwards, some kind of uh, uneven movements are going on in Amirpet. I don't want to reveal all these things. It's not required here. In the Sap Street, especially Sap Street or this area, uneven kind of movements are going on. I think all of you might be aware about it. Then few members are aware about it, right? Yeah, not required. They're totally away from us. So this kind of environment is not available. So even in that situation, nobody can touch Durgasoft. Why? We are at a fair site. We are a totally fair site. It's a clear-cut information. No job guarantee program. Only content-oriented program. Content guarantee program. That's it. That's my fairness. I don't have any problem. So even I want to say all my students to be contentful. At the end of the story, everybody must be in contentful. That's my main target. I said to you in the demo class, might be you forgot about it. At the end of the Java, I want to make all the people to teach Java to somebody else. That kind of motto I required. If you're in a position to teach Java to somebody else, no, what is there inside your interview? No, you can play with your interviewer. That's enough, guys. Just I'm giving information there. Just I don't want to talk anything personal about it. But final thing is what there. For you also, I'm giving suggestion to is what there. Try to be contentful. Try to learn each and every part. Have trust on me. Up to web services, I'll make you to understand everything. I'll make you to be strong in every point of the technology. Have trust on me. Just simply have trust on me. I'll make you to understand everything. I'll make you to be strong up to what their web services. Whatever the part I'm taking there. Because of that reason only, videos recordings I'm giving to everybody. Actually, that culture is not there in offline. Myself is the first person in Amirpet to provide this video support for every offline student. No, nobody is giving such kind of support. I'm giving this support only because of your contentful. If you're missing even one or two points here inside the class now, at your home you can study that. Proper material I'm providing there. Clear cut material. Even classroom notes also every point I'm trying to include because of this particular reason only. Again, I'm telling there, it's not like any self-hosting kind of program. The point is like what the reality I'm telling you. I'm giving that notes clearly. Each and every point I'm providing to you. The classroom notes access I'm giving there. Videos I'm giving there. PDF materials we are providing. Hard copy materials we are giving there. Because of your contentful only. So try to have such kind of content here. Okay, guys, leave it. Anyway, we are going to have some kind of discussion here. At some other time, we will talk about it. That's sufficient max. Then unnecessarily we are killing your time. Now let's come for this last point in the differences between Java and other programming languages. Let me complete this point here. After that, we'll have some other discussion there. Now let's come for this. No, the point is what there in C and C++. In C and C++, integers will take 2 bytes of memory, comma, characters will take 1 byte of memory, but in Java, Java, integers will take 4 bytes of memory, comma, characters will take 2 bytes of memory. That is what exactly the point here I'm telling to you guys. Observe carefully. See, what is the ninth point here? We have to understand that the difference I'm telling to you, memory allocations for the data is different. Memory allocations for the data is what there is different. In the case of what you know, in the case of and C, C++ and Java, memory allocation is different. It's clear to all of you know what exactly the different memory allocation is available here. Now let us see this point clearly. Understand it clearly now. I want to give one conclusion. Listen carefully. What's that conclusion here? Memory allocation. That means in the case of C and C++. In C and C++, memory allocation for the primitive data types is not fixed. Come on, understand this clearly. In C and C++, memory allocation for the primitive data types is not fixed. It is a variable and it is dependent on the operating system which we used for the applications. Understand guys what I'm telling to you? In C and C++, memory allocation for the primitive data types is not fixed. It is variable and it is dependent on the operating system which we used for the applications. Now tell me, even in this direction also, I can give conclusion C and C++ are platform dependent. Read the statement easily, we can understand it now. Depending on the operating system only, memory allocation will be provided for the primitive data types in C and C++. Means that C and C++ are depending on the operating system or not. The memory allocation in C and C++ is totally depending on the operating system or not. So this is exactly what their platform dependent. Even in this direction also, I can give the conclusion. Leave it. But in case of Java, observe carefully all of you guys. In case of Java, memory allocation for the primitive data types is fixed. In case of Java, memory allocation for the primitive data types is what there is fixed. Memory allocation for the primitive data types is fixed, irrespective of the operating systems which we used. By this also we can conclude Java is what there? Platform independent, irrespective of the operating system. Memory allocation for the primitive data types in the case of Java is fixed, irrespective of the operating systems. But how memory allocations are available for the primitive data in the case of Java? How memory allocation is available in the case of the Java? Now try to understand it clearly. Primitive data types, I am telling to you, for byte data type, how many number of bytes are available guys? Now observe carefully. For byte data type, it will be 1 byte of memory. For short data type, how much memory will be allocated for the data there? No, 2 bytes of memory. For int data type, how much memory will be allocated there? No, 4 bytes of memory. For long data type, how much memory will be allocated for the primitive data types? No, 8 bytes of memory. For float data type, how much memory will be allocated for the primitive data type here? No, again 4 bytes of memory. For double data types, how much memory will be allocated for the double variables here? No, it will be like what there? Again 8 bytes of memory. Then after that, after completion of this, for character data type, how much memory will be allocated for the primitive data types? No, it will be like what there? 2 bytes of memory. Next one, for Boolean data type, how much memory will be allocated? For Boolean variable, no, it's like what there? 1 bit. Of course, it's also bit depending on what there, no, operating system. But max cases 1 bit, not byte, 1 bit. Internally, their representation is 0 or 1 only, 1 bit is sufficient for it. But of course, in explicitly we are using true and false values, no. But internally, what there, no, zeros and ones only, then that 1 bit is sufficient for it. Now, use any of the operating system. Use any of the operating system that the memory sizes for the primitive data types in the case of Java is a fixed. Yes, guys, all of you get my point or not? This is what exactly the point I'm telling to you. That's okay, fine. But if we give this information to that interviewer may ask a question to you. Tell me what exactly the memory sizes for the integer and character in the case of the Java. Then if we give the answer like what there, in C and C++, it is not a fixed, it is a variable. Depending on the operating system, memory allocations are going to be provided. But in the case of Java, memory allocation for the primitive data types is what they know is fixed, irrespective of the operating system what we are having. Understand my point, Kino? It's a fixed. Okay. Whenever it is a fixed, no, then what exactly the memory allocations are available? That memory allocations are very clear. Byte will take 1 byte of memory, short will take 2 bytes of memory, int will take 4 bytes of memory, long will take 8 bytes of memory, float will take 4 bytes of memory, double will take 8 bytes of memory, char will take 2 bytes, and boolean will take what they know, 1 bit. These are the values can be provided. Then immediately we are having a question. We have a question. What exactly the question here we are having there? Now try to observe this question clearly, all of you guys. Here that question would be like what there. Here the question is what there. Understand it clearly. In C and C++, to represent characters. In C and C++, to represent characters, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. 1 byte of memory is sufficient. So what is the requirement? Then what is the requirement? Then what is the requirement? What is the requirement to provide? What is the requirement to provide 2 bytes of memory for characters in Java? Definitely here we are able to get one question clearly. Then one point here I'm telling to you. What's the point here I'm telling to you? Observe carefully. In C and C++ to represent characters, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. Then what is the requirement to provide 2 bytes of memory for characters in Java? That's clear to all of you. What exactly the point here I'm telling to you? Right, sir. Now, answer for this particular question is what there? Simple, sir. Very simple, but understand this clearly. In C and C++, in C and C++, all the characters are represented. All the characters are represented in the form of ASCII values. Am I right? In C and C++, all the characters are represented in the form of what they know, ASCII values. Observe carefully. In the form of what they're ASCII values. Good, nice. To store any ASCII value, it's a standardization. ASCII values is a character representation, one of the character representation. To store any ASCII value, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. 1 byte of memory is sufficient. To store any ASCII value, how much memory is sufficient? You know, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. That's why in C and C++, 1 byte of memory is required, is sufficient to store characters now. But in the case of Java, what happened here? No. In case of Java, all the characters are represented. All the characters are represented. All the characters are represented in the form of Unicodes. Unicode representations are Unicodes. In case of C and C++, characters are represented in the form of what their ASCII values. But in the case of Java, all the characters are represented in the form of what their Unicodes. In the form of what their Unicode representations. Clear to all of you know? Nice. Unicode representations are provided here. That's okay, good. Then immediately, okay, here the point is what there, to store any Unicode value, to store any Unicode value, 2 bytes of memory is required. 2 bytes of memory is required. 2 bytes of memory is required. This is because of this reason, in Java, 2 bytes of memory is required for storing characters. In the case of C and C++, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. Sir, got my point or not? Let's come for this another point here now. All of you observe carefully. Now that another point here, then you have a question. One more question is available with me. Then what is that question here? What is Unicode and what is its requirement in Java? Simple analysis, simple content here we record. What is this Unicode and what is its requirement in Java? Will you understand this now? Then what's the point here? What exactly the point I'm telling here? Unicode is one of the character representations. Unicode is one of the what there? Character representations. One of the character representation like ASCII, like UTF-8, UTF-16. Get my point or not? All these are what they know? Character representations. So Unicode is one of the character representation. Okay, fine. It's one of the character representation. Then what is the specialty of it? What is its specialty? It able to represent. It able to represent. Guys, observe this clearly. It able to represent all the alphabets from all the natural languages. All the alphabets from all the natural languages, like English is one of the natural language, Hindi is another natural language. Answer my point here. English, Hindi, then and so on. Like what there, Italian, next one is what there, Japanese, and so on and so on and so on. Answer my point here. All right, sir. Now here, what is the point I'm asking there? Unicode is one of the character representations. It is able to represent all the alphabet from all the natural languages like English, Hindi, Italian, Japanese, and so on and so on and so on. Chinese, everything. Okay. And then what it able to provide? It's okay. It able to represent all the input alphabet from all the natural languages. That means letters, all the letters, no, from all the natural languages. English alphabets, A, B, C, D's, no. Hindi, then Sanskrit, or maybe Telugu, or Kannada, Marathi, then any type of all the types of languages. From all the types of languages, all characters are represented in the form of this what there Unicode scale. So what is the advantage of that representations? What is the advantage of representing all the alphabet from all the natural languages? Right. Further, I'm telling there, it is able to provide with these representations, with these representations, it able to provide. Understand what I'm about here? It able to provide very good internationalization support. It able to provide very good internationalization support in Java applications. Guys, answer my point here now. With these representations, it is able to provide very good internationalization support in Java applications. Got my point here clearly? Then what is our question actually? What is Unicode and what is its requirement in Java? Unicode is one of the character representations. It's able to represent all the alphabet from all the natural languages like English, Hindi, Italian, Japanese, and so on. With these representations, it is able to provide very good internationalization support in Java applications. Again, there is a question. Again, there is a question. What is this question here? No. What is internationalization? What is internationalization? This is a question, guys. What is internationalization? How it is possible? Nothing, sir. Very simple. I think in the demo class also we are given some explanation for this internationalization there. Answer is very clear. Preparing Java applications with respect to the local conventions of the users. Preparing Java applications, what I'm telling to you, preparing applications, Java applications, or maybe normal applications, preparing applications with the local conventions, with the local conventions of the users, or customers, whoever it may be. Preparing Java applications with the local conventions of the users or customers is called as internationalization. Best example is what there? Google. Best example is what there? Google. Already given that clarity. Best example is what there? Google. If we observe this Google here, then what's going to be happen there? Here, Google search, if you see there, now here, all the local languages support is available. That means Google is providing support for Telugu. If you are not good at English, if you are good at Telugu, then click on it. Automatically, you are able to get that entire page in Telugu. If you click on English, we are able to get the total page in what there? English. If you click on Kannada, then the total page is available in what there? Kannada. Got my point or not? Hindi, if you click there, total page is available in Hindi. That means Google is providing its services with respect to the local users or not? The Google is providing services with respect to the local users or not? Okay, this is the best example to say what there? Internationalization. That's okay, fine. Another example I can give there. Another example. I think so nowadays might be cricket matches are going on in outside. Cricket matches are going on in outside. In which country that cricket matches are going on there? In which country that cricket matches are going on for India? New Zealand. Am I right or not? New Zealand. Okay, fine. Observe carefully. What I am telling to you, if the cricket matches are going on in Indian subcontinent, if cricket matches are going on in Indian subcontinent, then how that scoreboard is available there? Number of runs slash number of wickets. Am I right or not? If the matches are going on in outside of the Indian subcontinent, then how the scoreboards are going to be available here? How the scoreboard is available here now? The first one is what there? Wickets slash number of runs. If the matches are going on in England, or if the matches are going on in Australia, if the matches are going on in New Zealand, I think so. First of all, what's going to be happen there? First, number of wickets slash number of runs. So not even that. Even just a simple example. Simple example. In India, if we observe this, if you take that two parts inside the India, south, north and south, if you observe there, the way to write their names is somewhat different. In general, at the south side, we are going to provide initial first next name. At south, maximum, if you observe any certificate there, maximum first initial, next one is what their original name. But if you observe at the north side, then how that names are going to be provided there? First name, next initial. Best example I'm telling there. Cricketers, if we take now, Sachin Tendulkar. What is original name and what is the surname? Can you tell me? Sachin is what? Sachin is surname or original name? Original name. Tendulkar is what their surname? Tendulkar is not original name, sir. It is a surname only. Sachin. Saurabh Ganguly. Saurabh is the original name. Ganguly is what their surname? VVS Lakshman. Initially might be VVS, something else, but I'm not exactly abbreviated for it. No, but the point is what there? Lakshman is the original name, but before that, definitely initial is available. I get my point or not? But in general convention. But Rahul Dravid again it is a reverse actually. Rahul Dravid. Rahul is the original name and Dravid is what there no? Is a surname here. But maximum at south no. First what is available surname. Next one is what there no? Original name. But at the north side, what will happen there no? First what is going to be available here no? Name is available. Next one is what there? Surname is available here. In India, might be you can see this kind of difference. If I prepare any software for all the Indians, no, definitely for every user, login is going to be provided here. If the request is coming from Hyderabad, then I need to provide his login details in a page like what they know, first surname, next original name. But of course, it is not implemented in any of the product. Nowadays in the software industry, first name, next one is what their surname. This culture is going on. But if you want to provide exact localization, if you want to provide exact local conventions there, we have to manage even this one. Not even this one, sir. I'm telling you clearly. Understand it now. Dates representation, if you observe this. In India, how dates are represented there? Now tell me. First date, month, year. But if you go over outside of India, maybe in some countries there, first month, next date, next year. In some other countries, no, year, month, date. That is their locality. We should respect that locality. So if we prepare any software product for all the users, no, if the request is coming from outside of India, we have to follow, we have to know what their locality, then we have to implement that locality in our program. If the request is coming from India, understand that Indian locality, then we have to implement that locality kind of content in our application there. Overall, if we provide this localization in all the areas, no, automatically that service is nothing but what there? Internationalization. So that's why here I'm telling you, preparing applications with the local conventions of the users or customers is called as like what they know, internationalization. Now I'm telling one more point here. Java is providing very good. Java is providing very good internationalization support or service. Java is providing very good internationalization service, very good internationalization service due to also carefully due to the Unicode representations only. Java is very good at internationalization service due to what they know international due to Unicode representation only. This is because of not any other reasons. Java is having Unicode representations. On the top of that Unicode representations, internationalization service will be very good. That is the reason why here we are getting the total like what they know internationalization content. That's about like what their Unicode representations. Right, so that's all. Now this is what exactly the content I have given there. Now let's understand this clearly. What exactly the points here I'm discussing with you today. No, right. So today the point is what there about this ninth difference here. What exactly the ninth difference here? In C and C++, integers will take 2 bytes of memory, characters will take 1 byte of memory. But in Java, integers will take 4 bytes of memory, characters will take 2 bytes of memory. Then where the answers are very clear. Now try to understand it. No, in C and C++, memory allocation for the primitive data types is not fixed. It is a variable. It is depending on the operating system which we use for the applications. In case of Java, memory allocation for the primitive data types is fixed irrespective of the operating systems which we used. Right, sir. What are the fixed memory allocations for the data in the case of Java? Byte 1 byte, short 2 bytes, into 4 bytes, long 8 bytes, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, character 2 bytes, and boolean 1 bit. Please remember these memory allocations now. Throughout our life, we are going to might we use these memory allocations only. In Java, it's a standardization. Right, sir. Then immediately we have a question. In C and C++ to represent characters, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. Then what is the requirement for Java to provide? What is the requirement to provide 2 bytes of memory for characters in Java? What is the requirement for Java to assign 2 bytes of memory for characters? Then what is the answer here we provided here? In C and C++, all characters are represented in the form of what they know? ASCII values. To store any ASCII value, how much memory is required here? No, 1 byte of memory is sufficient. In the case of Java, all characters are represented in the form of what they are? Unicodes. To store any Unicode value, how much memory is required here? No, 2 bytes of memory is required. That's the reason why Java is assigning 2 bytes of memory for characters. Okay, fine. Next one. Immediately we have a question. What is Unicode and what is its requirement in Java? Answer for this is very clear. Unicode is one of the character representations. It is able to represent all the alphabet from all the natural languages like English, Hindi, Italian, Japanese, and so on. With these representations, it is able to provide very good internationalization support in Java applications. Then immediately we have a question, what is internationalization? Right, sir. Then we have a question, what is internationalization? Internationalization is like what there? Preparing applications with the local conventions of the users or customers is called as what there? Internationalization. Java is providing very good internationalization service due to the Unicode representations only, not with any other reasons. Right, sir. Now this is what exactly the content here we completed here. Overall, this particular topic is completed. Guys, now tell me what is this topic actually? Differences between Java and other programming languages, where mainly we have taken C and C++. Right, that's okay, fine. Next one, after completion of this. All right, sir. After completion of this topic there, the next topic is like what there? Java features. Java features is the next topic. Right, sir. Then what is this Java features actually? All of you observe carefully. What exactly the meaning of Java features now? Observe carefully. For example, I want to take a mobile phone, sir. A new mobile phone I want to take. Which one is good? Then, as per your opinion, I think all of you are having smartphones only. It's very confirmed that 1500 rupees Nokia standard piece I don't require. Now, at present, my requirements are not provided. My requirements are not suitable for it. That Nokia standard piece is not suitable for my requirement. Am I right or not? Definitely. Then Nokia standard piece, if we take no internet connection, no YouTube or no WhatsApp or nothing else, then who will use that? Still, if any of you are using that Nokia standard piece now, you're very good. Any of you are living without mobile phones? Don't have mobile phone? Huh? Not even a single phone, multiple phones. Even a single phone, multiple SIM cards. I have a doubt, sir. What is the need of this multiple SIM cards, sir? Two. Even previously, I think so, 2 to 3 years back, I have seen one mobile phone with four SIM cards. You're not aware about it. My place is near to the, like what I'm telling there, Bay of Bengal. Some smuggled goods are coming there to that. There I have seen it. One mobile phone I have seen with the four SIM cards. Then I'm thinking about it. To whom that four SIM cards are required? Sir, one SIM card is for parents. Second SIM card is for friends. Third SIM card, don't ask to me now. Third and fourth might be, I don't know. What are the reasons for it? For Java, no? One is for Java, another one is for Python. No? Overreaction kind of answers only. All right, sir. Anyway, good, nice. See, facilities are available that we are using. Okay, it's okay. Then using technology is always better, is always good thing only, but in a proper way, we have to use it. In a proper way, we have to use it. Am I right or not? Okay, leave all these things, no problem here. But I want to take a mobile phone. That's my requirement. So what's my approach to take that mobile phone? What I have to do? What I have to do immediately? I'll go to some mobile shop. There, some mobile shop representative is available. When I go there, immediately is asking to us, tell me what you require like that. And then we used to say, I want to take a mobile phone. Then immediately is asking there, then which type of mobile phone you are expecting? Tell me, first of all, confirm it. What phone here we want to take? OnePlus, right? Apple iPhone, no? Anyway, I don't like that. Samsung is outdated, leave it. Samsung, it's okay. When at one time it's the number one mobile phone, but now it's not like that. Apple iPhone is okay, but its approach I don't like it. Why? Because why I felt bad about this Apple iPhone there. Really, I think so. This is my personal opinion. I'm not degrading that brand. Still, there is a number one mobile or mobile company, right? But my philosophy is what there. If I take any good mobile phone, that must be provide some easiness for me to work with that. But if I take Apple and iPhone, I have to spend 4 to 5 days of time to know what is there inside that. But how much time? I'm totally busy at present. No, where is the chance for me to see what is there inside that? Of course, facilities are available. Good, okay, but more than my requirement, facilities are available. That's why I don't like it. So best might be OnePlus. OnePlus is one of the phone is a somewhat competitor for Apple iPhone. That's okay, but minimum level, not exactly competitor care. No. Right, sir? Whatever it may be. I want to take a phone. I thought of it. I want to take what there OnePlus. I went to the computer shop. That computer shop representative asked to me, tell me which phone you want to take. Then I said to him, then OnePlus. What is the latest OnePlus series there? OnePlus 10T, I think so, right? 10T was gone, right? 11 Pro is ready to release in the next March. Okay, leave it. OnePlus 10T I want to take. Then immediately, what that cell shop, that mobile shop representative is given information there. Then what are you able to give the information there? I don't know anything about that phone, just name all I know. Then within 5 minutes, without having any commas or full stops, no, able to give some details about that phone or not. So this phone warranty is like 1 year or 2 years of time. Next one is a memory sizes there. Next one is what their hard disk, that means hard disk. Next one is a motherboard. Then after that, like what their operating system. After that, battery backup. Then out next one here cameras. Then a front camera and rear camera. Then what next one here? After that, uh, thumb impression might be authentication, right? So all the things able to give within 5 minutes or not. But really, what happened there? I have not seen the taste of that phone. Even I have not touched that phone. But within 5 minutes of time, that mobile shop representative has given the total information about that mobile phone or not. He has given some demonstration about that mobile phone or not. But still, I have not seen the taste of it. But he has given some information to me. That rough information he has given about that particular product. I have not seen anything about it. I get my point or not? In the same way, if any of you are asking, tell me what is Java, then we have to give the total information about the Java within 5 minutes of time. At least we have to give its nature about the Java programming language. You have to give the nature of the Java programming language within 5 minutes of time. In a rough way, we have to talk about the Java. What is Java in the sense? Within 5 minutes of time, we have to give that information there. Yes, all of you get my point or not? All right, sir. We have to give that information clearly, right? To provide that information about the Java within 5 minutes of time, if you want to provide information about the Java, there we have to go for what their Java features. Just as the trailer part for Java programming language. Nowadays, movies are released there. Before releasing that movies, maybe 2 months before or 3 months before, they used to release some trailer part. If you see the trailer part, there we can see some nature of the Java, the complete information. Some information we are able to get by seeing that trailer. Same way, yeah, this is what the trailer for Java features. Yes, sir, all of you get my point or not? All right, so that's why I'm telling to you. The point is what there to describe the nature of Java programming language. To describe the nature of Java programming language, Java has provided. What are the next ones? Are now tell me. Java has provided to describe the nature of the Java has provided a set of features called as Java features. A set of features called Java features. Right, sir. Java features. What are the various Java features are existed here now? If you observe these features here, first one is Java is a simple programming language. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Java is platform independent programming language. Java is an architectural neutral programming language. Java is a portable programming language. Java is a robust programming language. Java is a dynamic programming language. Java is a secure programming language. Java is a distributed programming language. Java is a multi-threaded programming language. Java is what there? Multi-threaded programming language. Next one, after completion of this, Java is an interpretive programming language. Java is what there? High performance programming language. That's it. These are the various features of Java which are available here. Now tell me what exactly the points I'm telling there. What is this Java actually? If you observe this Java here, to describe the nature of Java programming language, Java has provided a set of features called as what there? Java features. What are the various Java features here now? Java is what there? A simple. Java is what there? Object oriented programming language. Java is what there? Platform independent. What next one? Java is what there? Architectural neutral. Java is what there? Portable. Java is what there? Robust. Java is what there? Dynamic, secure, distributed, multi-threaded, interpretive, and high performance programming language. Okay. Then here our responsibility is what there? We need to understand every time how Java is a simple, how Java is an object oriented, how Java is platform independent, how Java is an architectural neutral, how Java is a portable, how Java is robust, all, how Java is all. How can you justify Java is a something? Definitely, out of this, interviewers may ask some questions there. So now we have to understand that each and every point. But as per the previous discussion, differences between Java and others, if you observe there, almost half of the features are covered here. Almost half, as per the previous discussion, half of the features are covered here. Up to this architectural neutral, then what next one? Dynamic. Up to that, all the features are covered. But one time we have to understand each and every one. The remaining things also we have to understand effectively. Then by that we are able to complete like what there? The Java features part clearly. That's it. All of you get my point or not? That's okay, fine. This is the content I'm telling to you. And one small announcement to all of you guys before finishing this session there. And this Friday, coming Friday in the sense December 2nd, I think so, right? I'm going to start a full stack Java, a new batch at 4:30 p.m. before your slot. 4:30 to 6, I'm going to start a full stack Java, a separate batch there. Then if any of your friends wants to come for it, now there's a time for it, 4:30 p.m. Then full stack Java, basic Java, complete Java, and core Java. By the time I'm going to start core Java. After few days of time, they will join with your class. Not immediate. After a few days of time, they will join with your class. If any of your friends wants to come for this full stack Java, let them to come for a demo class on what there December 2nd. Right, sir. If any of you wants to attend once again this Java, these differences between Java and others, these Java features or maybe these topics that any of you wants to attend again, feel free. Then come for that class also. 4:30 to 6, you can attend there as per our requirement. Yes, clear, sir? All of you are getting clarity on this, no? All right, sir. That's all for today. Then tomorrow, I'll continue this, and tomorrow we are going to discuss each and every part of the Java features. Once we completed this, next we will see Java programming format. To prepare Java programs, what exactly the structure we are going to follow. Gradually, we are moving towards the programming part. Then after that, Java naming conventions, where to use uppercase letters, where to use lowercase letters, that points we are going to understand. Then after that, steps to prepare first Java program. Right from Java software installation onwards, we are going to understand the content clearly. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? So we are going to move towards what they know, that content here clearly. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining content here. Thanks a lot. And guys, those who are attending in online, Meenakshi Rathod, uh, just our people will provide that PDF document and as well as like what their other classes videos also. But classroom notes, if you want to get, then please use this URL. Yeah, this link I'm giving there. Now try to use this link. Okay, then we are able to access our classroom notes. Whatever the notes here I'm providing there, that we are able to access. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. Then our admin people will share that access and everything to you. Within 1 or 2 days of time, we are able to get it. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. How do we access the videos? In Google Drive, we are able to get access. In Google Drive, we are able to get access, and daily might be 50 members or access was provided there. It may take 1 or 2 days of time. Within 1 or 2 days of time, we are able to get that videos access. Don't worry. Yeah, for all members, those who registered for these classes there, within few days of time, we are able to get access. Within 1 or 2 days of time, we are able to get access. But all these videos are up to next few videos are also be uploaded in YouTube. Now try to check with that. Meanwhile, our admin people will give access to you, Google Drive access, so we can see that videos. Okay, right. Yeah. Data types. Hmm. Yeah, that's okay. But one more question I'll ask you. Say for example, class is available, class employee is available. What's that? What's the data type actually? Class is also a data type. That's user defined or primitive data type. User defined data. But class is also under keyword, no? How can you say that? So that's not the parameter. Yeah, that's not the parameter. Primitive data types are predefined data types. That's it. But to use that primitive data types, we are using some keywords. To define user defined data types, also some keywords we are going to use. But all of them are what that keywords only. Okay, but no relation between primitive data types under keywords. User defined data types are not, no such kind of relationship. No. Understand it? What I'm telling you? Okay, fine, good. I think you are not completed. Something you want to ask there, right? That's okay. Fine, good. No, no, no. So just it is an individual person's perspection. It's not a standard one, but no standard point like that. So that's what I'm telling there. A particular class is also a one data type, user defined data type. That is not primitive data type, but class keyword is there. Class is under keyword spot only. User defined data type. How can you say that? How can you differentiate that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Better. రాలేదా అంటే అసలు లింక్ వచ్చిందా లింక్ కూడా రాలేదా అది ఒకసారి ఆ గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ అనేది పర్ డేకి వచ్చేసరికి ఒక ఫిక్స్డ్ మెంబర్స్ ని తీసుకుంటుంది విత్ ఇన్ 1 or 2 days లో అయిపోతుంది మీకు ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు నేను ఆల్రెడీ మాట్లాడాను ఆ ఇష్యూ కూడా అండ్ కొంతమందికి ఆల్రెడీ వచ్చింది కొంతమందికి రాలేదు ఇవి మేబీ 1 or 2 days లో మీకు వచ్చేస్తాయి 1 or 2 days మీకు రాకపోతే ఇంకోసారి నా దగ్గర రాండి ఆన్ మూమెంట్ నేనే చేపిస్తాను పర్లేదు మ్యాక్స్ వస్తాయి మీకు 1 or 2 days లో Sir, what is the timeline for completing the complete Java package content? And if I wish to study your technology's previous batch videos, which is also be part of my Apple package, if this would be possible, then I would be able to learn quickly. I can simultaneously do it. Udit, to complete this total core Java, that means complete Java package there, definitely may take 5 to 6 months of time. If possible, then for the sake of you, I have to try for it. Why? Because Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, web services, that is my part. Oracle and UA part, some other trainers will take parallelly. Very soon, maybe within 1 month of time. After 1 month of time, we are planning for this Oracle and UA classes actually. Yeah, then still admissions are going on for this batch there. Once admissions are completed, then immediately we are planning to start what there. Oracle and basic UA, that will be taken by some other trainers there. Okay, because of that reason, we are making you to wait. But meanwhile, I have to take all this content here. Okay, up to my classes. Then if you require that core Java and advanced Java previous batch videos, no, then I can provide. Already morning at 7 o'clock, one batch is going on. It is almost all in the middle of the JDBC. So I can provide that class videos there, then we are able to see that. But if it is a requirement for you, if you want to specially, but it is not existed as of now. But for the sake of you, I will request our admin people. Okay. Yeah, Jyoteshwar Reddy. Then if it is the case, then I will. Okay, guys, don't worry for it. Up to my classes, core Java, advanced Java, immediate I will provide. Hibernate Spring, I will take that. Then previous videos are available, then I can provide that. But core Java and advanced Java, I will provide that. Try to plan for it as per your view. Yeah, sure, definitely. Don't worry. Up to my classes, I will think about it. But other trainers, in the sense, I have to request them. But whether they are going to give that old videos or not, but I don't know. But up to my classes, I will plan for it. As of now, I will provide core Java and advanced Java to you. Now try to plan for it. Then once you are completing that, then Hibernate, Spring, and all the remaining things I'm going to provide. Don't worry. Okay. Then I'm attending from 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Old videos help. Jyotish, I'm not getting it. What you're saying there? 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. What is it? Where are you? Are you at India or maybe outside of India? Jyoteshwar. Acha, San Francisco. Nice. Good. Okay, then definitely I'll provide. I'll provide that videos. Don't worry. So now your time is early morning 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Right? Now your time is 4:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Right? What's the time zone? Okay, okay, fine. Then if it is difficult for you, then definitely I'll provide that word videos. Don't worry. Anyway, then present class videos are also available for you, right? Along with that, I will provide that word videos also to you. Don't worry. PST now 6 a.m. Class starts at 4:30 a.m. Okay, good, nice. Anyway, then don't worry. Then I'll provide that word videos to you. But I have to check once where they're available. Then I'll provide that word videos support also for you. No need to take any risk. I'll provide this. Okay, fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, guys. Anything else apart from this? Anything else apart from this? Right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start our content.